Hi, hope you're having a great day. You're watching JG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm gonna be ranking the Madrigal family from Encanto from worst to best. And this is going to be a spoiler kind of discussion of Encanto. So if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and check it out. It's on Disney Plus for free at no extra cost. That's how I watched it, and I'm really glad I did it. It's a really good movie, so I do recommend it. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. But yeah, I'm ranking the family of Madrigal, the characters there, from worst to best. And yeah, I'm really excited to make this video. I thought the characters were amazing. I'm ranking them by their powers, their characteristics, and the level of importance that they had on the story. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. But please don't forget to leave a like, as well as a subscribe for a lot of other content, and leave a comment below with your own ranking of the Madrigal family, or at least just some of your favorite 3 or 5 characters from the Encanto movie. I'm definitely very curious, so tell me that down in the comments. Okay, now let's get started. So there's 12 members of the Madrigal family, so I'm going to be giving the lower categories like really fast, and the higher we go, the more detail I'm going to give on the characters. So let's start with the number 12th person, and that is going to be Camilo. And Camilo is the shapeshifter, the one that has the power of shapeshifting, which is this one. And he's actually pretty cool. I thought he was awesome. I think his shapeshifting powers are actually really awesome, especially the way that they used him in the movie. I thought that was very, very creative, the way that he would use him to have an advantage on things, like whenever he tried to get it for extra food, and then whenever he was trying to jump to the lamp, and he kept changing shape so that he could get closer and closer and closer. All that was really, really awesome. So yeah, I think Camilo's powers were really, really cool, but him himself was like, okay, he barely did anything in the movie. He was just kind of like a little mini joke in the movie, which is why he's 12th place. But I would love to see more of him in Encanto 2, hopefully, because his powers were really, really awesome. Okay, moving on to number 11th, and that is Felix. And Felix is the husband of Pepa, and he's this guy actually, if you can see the image. And I'm so happy that he's in this movie, because I feel like there's barely any representation for Latinos of dark skin color. Usually whenever you see Latinos, they're like lighter skin color. The lower they usually go is like tan. So to see somebody like this that's actually dark and everything in a Disney big blockbuster movie is really awesome to see. I'm really excited to see finally a dark skinned Latino being represented in the movies. That's really great for a lot of different Latinos around the world. So yeah, that's great. And also I thought he was just a very sweet, nice character, and I thought his relationship with Pepa was really awesome, and I thought he was just so nice. I thought he really brought that energy to the movie and everything. So yeah, the only reason why he's this low is because he didn't have almost any importance in the movie, which is why I put him lower, but he was just great. Okay, moving on to my number 10 spot, and that is Abuela Alma Madrigal. And as you can see, I didn't really like the Abuela. I thought she was like, okay. I understand why she was mad. Trust me, I do get it. I think that her immigration story was very touching, and the fact that she lost her husband was also very, very touching and everything. So I was like, that's really sad. I can understand why she would like have super high expectations, and that's actually a very realistic thing. Whenever usually parents immigrate and everything, they have super high expectations for their kids and everything. So I think that the way that this is presented in here is actually really awesome, and I really did enjoy it. And you get to see the rage. She was really scared of losing everything because of her husband, who sacrificed himself for them to have this family and for them to live on and everything. So I definitely understand her character. It's just she was really mean as her movie, and I felt like she really hurt a lot of people's lives, especially Maribel and Bruno, who she literally made leave the family. All of that was just really, really sad. So that's why she's low. I think her actions had really bad consequences, and I feel like by the end of it, we're supposed to forgive her and be like, yay, but at the same time, I'm just like, she really did a lot of bad things. So yeah, I that's why she's this low. But I still think she's a good character. I hope maybe she can get a little bit more of a redemption in the next movie. If they do a next movie, I think I would be very happy with that. Okay, moving on to my number 9 spot, and that is Pepa. And Pepa's the one with the weather powers, which is this one, and she was really cool. She was really awesome. I thought she was very, very likable. Her song of We Don't Talk About Bruno was really good. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good song. And I thought her weather powers were pretty cool. I feel like we didn't use it enough, though. I was like, oh, this is not very well used. But it was very creatively used at the start whenever she had to, like, put water on the crops, so she made it rain. That was really awesome. And I also like whenever they used it in that dinner scene, whenever they were trying to get Isabel with Mariano to get engaged, and then like she started freaking out and it started raining and everything. Overall, I thought she was just like, her parents were really, really cool. She was very likable and everything. I was like, oh, she's so cool. She's awesome. But she just kind of didn't have that much screen time either, or she didn't have that much importance to the story. But I still thought she was very awesomely used. I wish they would use her powers maybe a little bit better. I mean, she's really strong with her powers. Like imagine they used a hurricane or something or a tornado to I don't know, something like that. I think that would have been awesome. I feel like we could have used more than just rain. I feel like we always just use rain. And they kept teasing like this hurricane thing, and then they just never did it. I was like, oh, dang, that sucks. But yeah, I still really liked her, and that's why she's my number 9 spot. Okay, well, that's my number 8 spot, and that is Maribel's mom, Julieta. And Julieta was a really nice character. I was like, oh, she's awesome. She's really nice. Her power with healing food, with food healing or healing food, whatever you want to call it, was really cool. And I do feel like it's very much what I like Latino families would have. Like usually food is supposed to be like healing, like it heals you and everything. So it's just I did like that power. I really did enjoy it, and I was like, oh, her food looks good. I want to eat some. So yeah, and she looked so sweet and kind. She was very nice to her daughter and everything. But she got really put in the back seat in the movie. Like she was only there like at the very start and a little bit in the middle and a little bit at the end. So that's why that's why she's a little bit low in my list. But I thought, like I said, she was a very sweet, nice character. So I really liked her. Okay, moving on to my number 7 spot, and that is going to be Agustin, which is the dad of Maribel. And I also thought that he was such a sweet, sweet character. He didn't have any powers. He came into the family, and I thought he was so nice. He was obviously like the odd one out of the family. He was like all white, barely could speak any Spanish. I think so. Like at least he didn't sound like he could speak a lot of Spanish and everything. And he was like the odd one out, but he was still very nice. He was so sweet to his daughter, and I just really, really liked him. Also, the running joke with the beast was pretty funny. I was like, oh my god, this guy. But yeah, I really did like him. I thought he was really, really nice. So yeah, I really like. I don't know. Something about him just really captivated me. He was just so sweet. That's why he's in my number 7 spot. Okay, moving on to my number 6 spot. And this is where we start getting to my really, really good characters, the ones that I really, really like. And my number 6 spot is Bruno. And Bruno is the odd one out as well, the one that got kicked out of the family because of what he saw. And he views the future. Which, first of all, his power of viewing the future, the way that they put it, like he's like sitting down like this green cloud and it just shows up and everything. It was just really awesome. I was like, wow, this is incredible. This is super nice. I was like, great job. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, I really like the way that they portrayed his powers. Incredible, incredible. And also, just him himself was really, really nice. You know, he seemed like a sweet person. He still loved his family, even though they kicked him out, even though they casted him out, which is so sad. And it's such a tragic story. His grandma really did kind of ruin his life. I feel really bad for that. But he was just so nice. He was so nice. He was so sweet. He was also kind of really weird, which is why I kind of put him a little low. He was kind of a little bit insane. But then again, it makes sense because he's just been living in the walls of the house. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like this sad kind of like tragedy of this character that is still really likable and really nice. So I just really did enjoy him. But like I said, he's a little bit weird. That's why I put him a little bit lower. But I don't know. I just really enjoyed him. I really thought he was a great character in this movie. Okay, moving on to my number 5 spot, and that's going to be Antonio. And Antonio is the little kid who talks to animals. And he's just so cute. He was just so sweet. He was so likable. He was so nice to his sister Maribel and everything. And I just really, really enjoyed Antonio. I thought his powers to talk to animals were really cool and very visually awesome whenever all the animals came. And I thought it was just really nice to have like this big nature aspect into this movie, because I do think that nature is really important in Latino America. I do think that nature is really important. So the fact that they portrayed that was pretty cool. And I just thought that was all super awesome. So yeah, I really liked Antonio. And like I said, he was just so sweet and cute. So he was just so nice. Especially whenever he wanted Maribel to walk him down the aisle and everything. I mean, it was just super awesome. So I really enjoyed Antonio. Okay, moving on to my number 4 spot, and that is going to be Isabel. And Isabel is the one with the flower powers, and she was just really, really cool. I thought she was awesome. I thought her flower powers were really cool. At the start, she wasn't likable at all, but I do think that was with a purpose. So that's what I did enjoy that. And like I did think that whenever she finally let herself out with the song and said about the that she's pretending to be perfect, but she doesn't want this life and everything. Whenever she said the song out, I was not expecting that, and it completely shifted my perspective on this movie. And I was like, oh wow, okay. So that whole thing was really cool. Her room was awesome. I just gotta say, her room was awesome. And especially when she started like setting free, and she had the whole song that she was singing, and then like she made all these different type of flowers, especially the ones that popped colors and everything like that was just awesome. And I just really, really enjoyed her character. I thought she was really cool. The reason why she's in 4th place is because at the start of the movie, I felt like she was a very different character than at the end of the movie. And I feel like, sure, there was a plot twist, but I still don't think that she should have been as mean as she was at the very start to Maribel, no matter what. So it's like 50-50. I had some problems with her. I felt like it was maybe a little bit too rushed of development, but still, she was awesome. Okay, moving on to my number 3 spot, and that is going to be Luisa. And Luisa is the strong one, the buff one, and she was really, really cool. I really enjoyed her. I thought she was really funny, especially in the first third of the movie, whenever she had her song and she was carrying donkeys and everything. Her eye twitch was really cool, and she just seemed like a really nice person. She had to act tough the whole time, but you know, she had her soft spot inside and everything. And I thought her hair was just really cool. I thought they really developed her a lot. I thought, like I said, that whenever the song happened, like she was like talking about how she has to act, of how she has to do all this and all that. I felt like so bad for her. I was like, oh, poor of her. But I just really thought she was a great character. I did think that she was very well developed. I loved how she was like the first one to really open up to Maribel and from the sisters. So I thought that was all really nice, and I thought she was a great character. So yeah, really want to see more of her in the next movie if they do one. And I really enjoyed that she was relaxing at the end of the movie because I think she needed some relaxing. Okay, moving on to my number second spot, and that is going to be Dolores. And Dolores is this one, the one with the hearing powers, which those hearing powers came out to be a lot more useful than I thought they were. Like a lot more useful. She can literally hear everything. Did not think about how overpowered that would be. It's like, wow, holy crap, Dolores is really strong. And I thought she was really cool. I thought she was very cleverly used in this movie, like very cleverly. I thought she was the nicest one. I thought she acted very nice to Maribel the whole time. She never was mean to her. She was always very nice, and I just really enjoyed Dolores a lot. I did think that her secret love for Mariano Guzman, who is also a pretty surprised character. I thought he was pretty cool. I thought he had a great role in the movie. Also, I didn't know that he was voiced by Maluma, which is awesome. Like, I was like, oh, that's Maluma? What the heck? That's really cool. But yeah, going back to Dolores, I thought like her secret love, the reason why she loved Mariano Guzman was because she really knew him, because she could hear everything. All of that was just really awesome, especially since she could actually hear what he did and everything. So it wasn't like, oh, I just like you because of your looks. But no, she actually liked him because of what he had in his heart and everything. I thought that was all really awesomely done, and I just really enjoyed that. So yeah, Dolores really goes up in my list. She was great. I just really thought she was awesome. And her powers, oh my god, just her powers left me really impressed. And yeah, moving on to my number one spot, and this one's the most obvious one because she was the most developed character and everything, and that's going to be Maribel. And Maribel was a really nice character. I thought she was really cool. She was really nice. She was just sweet. She was humble. She loved her family even though they were mean to her and everything. And I thought everything about her character really worked. Her character development worked. Her character arc worked. The fact that she's basically bringing this whole family together. She's really exploring what's actually going on with each one of her sisters and everything. It's just thought it all worked. She was just so sweet to everybody. And you see, I think it very perfectly represents that kindness is what this world needs. What everybody needs. With a little bit of kindness, everybody will be happier. So I just really enjoyed Maribel as a character. Her voice acting was also very nicely done, and I just thought that she was the most likable character, and I just really enjoyed her. So yeah, that's my ranking list for the Madrigal family of characters ranked for Encanto. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was kind of like a spoilerish discussion talking about each character while I was ranking them. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please leave a like. It would be very helpful, so please leave a like. Also subscribe for a lot of other content. I'm definitely going to make a spoiler review of this movie, and I'm going to be talking about whether this movie is going to get a sequel or not. So definitely make sure to subscribe for all that content that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Also subscribe for just like a bunch of other content, especially like Marvel or a lot of other animated movies. I'm making a lot of content on that, so subscribe for that. And lastly, comment down below with your own ranking. I'm definitely curious to hear it. At least give me your top 3 or top 5. I'm definitely very curious to hear who your favorite characters were, or at least give me just your favorite character. I'm also very curious, so tell me that down in the comments. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and this is Jerry Entertainment out.